Welcome to the Nikki Rich Show. I'm your host, Miss Nikki Rich, and we have an exciting show for you guys. We continue on with our virtual business expo, and we have none other than amazing CEO, Mr. Domino, in the house. And we're going to be talking about his brand and everything that he has in store for now in 2025. So, with no further ado, I'm excited to welcome to the Nikki Rich Show for the first time the CEO, Mr. Domino. Welcome. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, Nikki. How are you doing?
Good. We're excited to have you. I've been pumping you up all week, and I know you've been doing the same.
Appreciate it, appreciate it. Yeah, we have to look out for one another, Love your show.
Yes. First off, we want to get to know a little bit about you. Tell us a little bit about who you are and where you're from.
A little bit about myself. I am originally from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Actually, both my parents are from Haiti, so I am
Okay.
Haitian American, first generation. I currently live in Atlanta, Georgia, where everything transpired. So I do have a background in physical security, master's in international business. I know a lot of people like to ask after they find out about Domino, are you an engineer? No, I do not have any engineering background. Just had an idea and ran with it. Speak a couple of different languages, was blessed with that with my parents. So, yeah, that's pretty much me in a nutshell.
Now, tell us a little bit about the brand Domino. What inspired you to create this camera and case? This amazing tech invention. What inspired you?
It started off with the whole Mike Brown situation, the
Okay.
shooting that happened a couple of years ago. Um, and it was weighing on my mind. I sat there thinking about it, and one day I decided that I wanted to say something on Facebook and join the social media family and put it out there and say something. And what basically happened in the living room while I was in Atlanta, Georgia, is I was trying to videotape with my phone, and the phone kept on falling for some
Mhm.
unknown reason. It just kept on falling every time. And I finally got a little upset and I was like, well, this doesn't make any sense. Why can't I remove the camera off the phone? And since then, I mean, God just put it into me and just weighed on me for weeks at a time. And ideas started coming into my head. I started doing research.
Yes.
And lo and behold, here we are.
Now, can you walk us through the design process? How did you balance the security, the entertainment, and engineering of the product?
Oh man, it actually started off with. So I had the idea. I try to draw it on a piece of paper the best that I can. I'm not an artist.
Yes.
I got with some engineers and I was floating the idea around with a couple of engineers here in Atlanta. And the first one that was made was actually for a Samsung Note, and we made this big bulky looking case. 3D printed it out and try to put a camera on it and play around with it. And obviously, at the time we thought it was a good idea to try to do it that way. But as we went and continued developing, coming up with ideas, we started realizing the applications behind the whole domino camera, body cam wearing thing was bigger than what we thought it was going to be, right? So as we continue learning more about the different type of cameras and different type of uses, it started developing itself, right? So at the end of the day, I always like to tell people just get started and the product will develop itself and
Yes.
people around you will help you to develop the product. But when it first started, yeah, it was a big bulky looking casing that I like to show every now and then to show what the process was like. But a lot of ideas were thrown around. I had some great engineers, well, not had, I still have some great engineers that actually worked on the BlackBerry accessories out of Canada, and they were very, very instrumental in putting this whole domino together.
What I like also with your product is you can attach it and remove it. I saw some of the demos where you can put it on the table and it's
Hmm.
still connected to your phone, your computer, or what have you.
Correct, correct. So domino actually just, so this is a domino basically, right?
Mhm.
So it just sits on the back of your phone. So it's just like You have the wallets that you could put back there now. You know, everybody got the little battery packs that you could put back there, but this is like your little buddy, right? So you can
Yeah.
actually remove it off your phone and place it on your person. Let's say you are in a dangerous situation or you want to watch your kids walk home from school, right? You want to use it as a baby monitor. You can just remove it off your phone, place it
Mm-hmm.
upstairs or wherever your child is at, and actually leave it up there and still have the phone connected to it so you can watch and hear what's going on in the room. So it really comes down to what would you do with your domino, because
Yes.
the applications are very endless. It's for security purposes, for social media, if you want to do different TikTok videos. So the neat thing about it is you can use it where you're using the domino and the phone at the same time. So you're using your back camera of your phone and you're using the domino. So you get two different views at the same time, visual and audio, and save to two different files. So that actually worked itself out. So it really comes down to what would you do with your domino, right?
Yes. And I'm in media, So what would you say is the key feature or the must-have feature of Domino for someone like me, for visual media?
Oh, the must-have is the basically what I stated is being able to get the different angles at the same
Hmm.
time, right? So right now you would be able to actually have a domino placed anywhere around you, and you would actually be able to show different angles of what you're doing right now. So if somebody actually wanted to be in your shoes or have your point of view of things, then you can
Hmm.
actually show them why you're interviewing people. So that you're bringing people into the world of the Nikki show, right? Just behind the scenes and not just in front of the scene at the end of the day. So you get that, you get to be multitask and do what you need to do all at the same time and not have too much of an issue.
Yes, I love that. That's pretty amazing. It's
Thanks,
very
thanks.
creative, especially for the now. Like, I think you ahead of the game.
Yes, yes. I mean, our team has been working behind the scenes. They
Hmm.
support the whole movement, the whole project. So I've been blessed to have a wonderful team behind me. But
Yes, you
yeah,
are.
we're ahead of the game with a lot of things transpiring, around the world right now. You
Hmm.
know, um, so it's very sad. We have shootings going on, a lot of different aspects of hatred going on, and we're about to have a new regime. So we don't know what's about to happen, right? All we know
Hmm.
is that we would love to show our point of view just in case we're in a situation or even may not be in a situation. You might just want to show your point of view in your daily life, right? So we're there to connect those dots at the end of the day to make sure that everybody gets to see your point of view at any given time that you want to share it with them.
And that was going to be my next thing. How does Domino enhance your security in that everyday life? I mean, you on it today.
Oh, yes. Well, at the end of the day, so picture us being like the ring, right?
Hmm.
When the ring came out, it became revolutionary, right?
Yes.
Everybody basically have a ring on their home, just in case somebody pulls up on their home, wherever they're at, they can speak to the person and do what they need to do, right? So take that and basically wear a ring that's always everywhere with you, right? So
Hmm.
now, if you have your child walking home from school, you can say, daughter of mine, just throw on the domino so I can make sure that you get home safely, right?
Hmm.
So basically, it becomes like your little black box. Lord forbid something were to happen, they can go ahead and see if they can retrieve the video or information of, Lord forbid again, of your
Hmm.
last, encounter. And again, not just audio, but visual also at the same time, and be able to at least be able to piece it together where they can figure out what happened, right? So you're talking about solving crimes quicker. You're talking about people getting, if they're in an emergency situation, they're getting help quicker, being to communicate quicker. Because all you're doing is just removing off your phone and using the domino, putting it back on. So now you don't have that separate accessory in your pocket or in your book bag that you have to carry around. Lord forbid you go to the gym and you like working out like I do, and now you're walking around with this stand and selfie stick and everything else that you can imagine. So we're here to make life a little bit easier.
Most definitely. Can you put it on your clothes?
Oh yeah, yeah. So it actually comes with an accessory, a
Okay.
necklace, so you can actually put it on your clothes right here. and you can remove it when you want to, and it got the little clip that comes with it. So if you want to kickstand it anywhere, so it's basically simple and it's always with you. We actually have
Mhm.
accessories where we have like where you can put it on your book bag. So it could be your camera from behind if somebody's trying to come up on you. So we have a lot of things in the work when it comes to the security aspect of things. Lord forbid shooting happens,
Mhm.
in a school. The kids can throw their domino on, and dispatch can, with their permission, be able to go in and see what's going on at any given time without them having to give off their location, while they're in the classroom or trying to protect themselves. So the applications are endless.
And for me, I'm not sure if you aware or anything or even thought of it, but I think it's a good, collaboration with the hospitals and with the nursing homes for the elderly. That would be so great. Like those lifeline alerts.
Yes, actually, who did you talk to? Because somebody told you something.
No.
So, so we
Like when I was
are.
checking you, I was like, this is kind of, this is amazing because it's definitely good, in the healthcare field.
Yes, yes. So that's one of the things for 2025. We are currently working with some surgeons
Yes.
that love the idea of Domino that we met at the last CES we were at. And yeah, we're looking like we're heading very, very deeply into the medical field. So
Hmm.
medical insecurity look like it's going to be our main thing, and social media users, but the medical field looks like it's going to be our one of the things that we jump into to assist in every single aspect, especially with telemedicine being the
Hmm.
way it is right now. Yeah, nursing homes. Yeah, we have a couple of things in the works.
And speaking of CES, I attend every year. I didn't get a chance to see you last year, but you made a big impact at CES. You and your
Mhm.
team went out there and y'all showed out,
Yes, yes, we did.
which is amazing. Will you be attending this year?
We definitely are attending. They actually reached
Mhm.
out to us this time around and said,
Okay.
would you like to come back? So definitely, yes, we will be there. We have the information on our website, so we're gonna give everybody our booth numbers, so they can come and check us out. But trust me, you can't miss us. We're at the Venetian in the Eureka Park.
Hmm.
So we're basically the ones that'll be running around with the colorful domino shirts on. So you won't be able to miss us. Wherever there's a long line, that's us.
And what's so amazing, I know you're going to have your booth, but there is a huge medical field and area that's going to be at CES. That's your connection time as well. Your
Yep,
uh your door right there. For all
correct.
you need.
It is. It is. It is.
So that's
Actually, the
pretty
people that we're
cool.
working with will be there also
Okay.
in the medical field. So they'll be there also, and they will be presenting at our booth also, presenting the domino and how we work in the medical field.
Now, how does Domino ensure that your data and your privacy and security, is secure for users?
So with that, we are working. We're going back and forth right now because
Hmm.
it's a business at the end of the day, but we want to make sure that we put our best foot forward. And the security aspect and protecting people's information and data is very important to us, right? So we have the different clouds. We have Microsoft, we have Google that we're sitting down with and trying to figure out, okay, who can basically guarantee the best security system for our Domino family members. So we don't even call them people that just buy or consumers. We call them Domino
Hmm.
family members. So once you have a Domino, you become a Domino family member, right? And you want to
Hmm.
protect your family's information at the end of the day, right? So you don't want anybody to just have access to it. So with that being said, we are working very, very hard to make sure that we have the right applications in place, and the right team in place and the right company in place to ensure that at the end of the day, your content, your information is very secure.
Now tell me, did you face any challenges while developing this product? Was it, anything that I know when you trying to create something and you're working really hard, you got a passion about something, there's roadblocks and things that try to, knock you down from creating. So did you face any challenges, when developing this product?
A lot of challenges, a lot of challenges. Mainly financial, because you're
Hmm.
talking about a tech space. And let's be honest, where minorities are not too much into the tech space. And one of my partners are will be from Black Violin, and
Hmm.
he's an entertainer. So I like to use this analysis a lot. But I want for the younger generation and future entrepreneurs to understand that at the end of the day, we don't have to just be entertainers. I know, football, basketball, actor,
Hmm.
singer, things of that nature. We have a lot of ideas also, right? And one
Hmm.
of the things that's always been said by one of my motivational speakers that I speak to, Les Brown, at the end of the day, the richest place in the world is the cemetery, right? And the reason it's the richest is because a lot of people passed away with a lot of great ideas that they were supposed to present to the world. And it never got done because we got terrified and scared. So the challenges is financial, but the biggest challenge I'll say is taking that first step because we like to down ourselves, right? So from the
Hmm.
beginning of working on Domino, the first thing that came to my mind, okay, how am I going to do this? I'm not an engineer. I don't have the money. I'm not in tech. So I already started throwing all these negative words out there, right?
Yeah.
But with taking that first step and taking that second step, taking that third step, I actually was able to, by the grace of God, able to build that stairwell to the stairway to actually get to where I'm at right now. Again, it includes the financial aspect of it, working, trying to find money, dealing with people, and trying to figure out how to pay them. Um, and just really believing in myself, even though I was doubting myself a lot, just continuing with the aspect of that God has a plan and he's just
Hmm.
not giving me this dream just to, just look at it. So, my biggest thing for everybody is at the end of the day, don't worry about the finances. Take the first step and trust me, let God worry about that. If you don't believe in God, if you believe in the tree, then let the tree believe. Whatever you believe in, let
Yeah,
that aspect of it go and let that aspect come when it needs to come. Just take the first step, which is moving forward and trying to figure it out as you go. You don't need to have all the answers all at the beginning.
that's true. Now, since the creation of Domino, what has been the most rewarding?
Oh man. So the most rewarding, there's been a couple. There's been a couple. When we first got the patent, that's when it made it real, right? Because the patent thing, I don't know anybody that has a patent. I've heard of a patent, but when you get
Mm-hmm.
that certificate with the seal on it and it says, hey, you have the right to this product for a certain amount of years, I was like, okay, well, I can't turn back now. I got a whole patent.
Hmm.
I'm not just going to look at it on the wall, right? And then we went ahead and got SEC regulated. And watching the team come together has been the biggest thing for me. I mean, I didn't go out looking for a team. The team just was assembled together, right? So there's a lot of rewarding parts, but I'm gonna say this because I just saw that you brazed the cover of HE magazine, right?
Hmm.
So, with that being said, we did find out a couple of months ago that we are the first minority-owned camera company ever. So,
Wow.
we actually made history on that, and we would like to continue that, at the end of the day, and keep on making, brand new steps and creating and showing people that this can be done at the end of the day.
It can and it's being done.
Yes, it is being done. Yes.
Now, in 3 words, can you describe 3 words that describes Domino?
Oh, live, click, and share,
Okay.
which is actually on my shirt. Live, click, and share. So you live your life, you click it, and you share it. It's just that simple. That's what Domino does. Live, click, and share, and connect the dots.
Now, can also, I mean, I see you got the shirt on. Can people purchase those as well?
There will be, yes. We're working on that. It will be on our website around
Okay.
CES time. That's something that we're going to be putting out there because we didn't we just did the shirts at the last CES, not knowing that it was going to become a thing. But people
Mm-hmm.
actually loved the Domino shirt, right? So it was like, simple, plain, straight to the point. And who hasn't played dominoes? Like anybody, everybody played domino, right? You're connecting the dots. It's plain and simple, and that's what exactly what we're doing, connecting the dot around the world. And that's what we're trying to do at the end of the day.
Now, how do you balance out, being a creator, innovator, techie, and also family life? How do you balance that out?
You know what? I just do it. I know that sounds crazy. It's a Nike thing, but they were onto something when they did that. You just
Mhm.
do it. If you sit there and try to think about it, then you're gonna, drive yourself crazy, right? So if I need to be somewhere for my daughter, I take care of that. If I need to be somewhere for my son, I take care of that. If I need to be at work, I take care of that. If I need to be at Domino, I take care of that. We all have the same 24 hours in a day. It
Mhm.
just depends on how you slice it and cut it and make it work for you. Me, I've been able to make it work. Yeah, sometimes I don't get any sleep or I'm tired, but I've been able to keep on pushing, right? So the energy that God has given me has been a blessing. Being a workaholic has also been a blessing. I know it has its downfall to it, so I have to be careful. But
Mhm.
at the end of the day, it's just really balancing your time at the end of the day and making time for everything that's very important in your life.
Now, I want to tell you, like, when I was checking you out too, I just see so many visions. What you have is so creative. So I'm gonna tell you a couple of them what I saw because I thought it was so amazing what you invented. So I'm a
Thank you.
sports person, and
Mm.
I work with a lot of athletes, interviewing and everything. So I was like, I can see, how the athletes, like the NBA players, football players, be mic'd up. I could see the domino. They be like, They be like, you mic'd up. You got your domino on.
Yeah.
Like I
Yeah.
just see that, and also with what you're doing, I see you, as a visionary. I see you with a book that just talks about, your invention and, your creativeness with Domino. I see that going along with the product.
Yes, actually, that's a good idea. You have about 48 hours before I get that patented or trademark. So, but yeah, that would be a great idea. That's something that definitely we need to consider. The vision is to really have Domino become the next big thing, like
Yeah.
when Steve Jobs came out with the iPhone. So when
Mhm.
you're walking through the airport, or you're at a Mercedes-Benz stadium, or you're at the hospital, all you see is people with dominoes on, right? So
Mhm.
everybody is showing their point of view because everybody's point of view matters. So with that being said, why not show your point of view, so that way everybody can get some type of understanding of your life and how it goes. So
Mhm.
yes, it could be in the sports arena, playing
Yeah.
basketball, and it's so much thing that you can do with domino that it is ridiculous. So that's why we had to coin that phrase, what would you do with your domino? It's just like
Exactly.
back in the days with the commercial Got Milk, and then they did a whole ad behind that. But yeah, I mean, we see it everywhere, like literally, and I think that's when it'll hit me because it still hasn't hit me because I'm on go mode, so it's go go go. But I guess the day that I've realized that I can look around and everybody has a domino on, then I guess I can sit back and say, oh wow, we actually did it.
Yes. Globally.
Yes, globally, internationally. I mean,
Mhm.
there's aspects of the world that almost anybody can use the domino, right? And not almost everybody can use the domino. No
Yes,
matter if you're young,
everybody.
old, black, white, Africa, America, it doesn't matter. Everybody can use their domino.
I love it. So, coming up 2025, What is next? You don't have to give us all the goods, but just give us a little something of what's next.
Well, I'll give you a little bit of something and then come back to your show and give the rest when, some things I can't talk about now,
Yes.
we're working some things out. But 2025 is looking to be a great year for us.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we have CES coming. The actual product by third quarter is coming out. So we're actually going to have in hand where people actually get to play around with this. So we're very excited about that. And we have a couple of partnerships that we're working on. That I can't say as of yet, but people
Yeah.
will be very, very excited about them because it's things that they've seen in the past and brands that they've seen in the past that we're actually going to be teaming up with. So it's going to be like Domino powered by
Mm-hmm.
whoever, you know. And with that, we would love to get to the point where, we get a couple of young folks involved and have them, put together the next aspect of Domino. Because every year we're dropping every year. So there's a Domino coming out every year. That's what we're
Mm-hmm.
looking at doing, and the growth of Domino is looking to be at wherever the sky takes us. That's where it's going to go. So a couple of documentaries and different aspects of how everything transpired. So we're working. We're working.
Yes. Now, in case anybody wanted to support the brand, just sponsor, support, and connect with you, where can they go to?
They can actually go to mydomino.com. That's our official website.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to go there, check us out, get some more information. Then we have mydomino.tv on Instagram that you can go to. Facebook is Domino, and you can actually go on there, and then we like to connect with people directly as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
So you can send us, a message through there, and we'll send you the link of where you can support. And I'll go ahead and post it, and also give you the information so we all can post it where they can actually go and become a VIP if they're interested. And it's like $1 if you want to pay $1 up front to be on the list.
Yeah.
But that's also part of the support, right? Because, again, we still have a long road ahead of us because, again, it's technology. Technology is, none against real estate developers and things of that nature. But when you're dealing with tech, it's always an ongoing thing because tech is
Mm-hmm.
always changing, right? We have Chat GPT, we have AI, we have all type of things, right? So we want to make
Robots.
sure robots, yeah, we got robots, which will
You can
also
have a
have a domino
domino
on them.
robot.
Yeah, we gonna have a domino robot. We're talking about having the whole shebang. Uber, Lyft, you get put your domino in there, and just in
Mm-hmm.
case something happens. So the aspect of it is very huge. But if you want to support, just contact us on social media via our website, and we'll get right back to you and keep in touch. We want everybody to be part of this process.
Most definitely. Do you have any shout outs or thank you to anybody out there that have supported Domino?
Oh man, I'll be going for years because it is so much. But shout out to my team, the Domino family. There's a couple of them on the team: Kenny, DJ, Mouse, Marcus, Will be, and Marquita for putting this whole thing from Marlboro. I see you did
Yeah.
the interview with her last Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Great supporter, been around for a minute, seen the whole domino thing transpire also. And at the end of the day, it's been great. So we've had a lot of people behind us. Brash, the engineers in Canada, they been very big supporters also. So yeah, I'll be going on for days. My family, God, oh my God, I forgot God. But big shout out to him because boy, I don't know what I was doing. That
Mm-hmm.
idea came from nowhere like a ton of bricks. So, but definitely, and yeah, pretty much that's it in a nutshell. That's everybody, I think. And if I forgot anybody, I'm sorry, you guys. I'll make a list next time.
Yes. And I talked with Demita too.
Hmm.
Shout out to her, as well. And I want to also let you know that we want to talk to you on Instagram after this
Yes,
real quickly,
yes,
if that's
no problem.
okay.
That's no
And
problem.
we're gonna move to Instagram. So anybody out there that's watching or you gonna watch the post, we're gonna be on Instagram too. We're gonna do a exclusive with him real quick. We ain't gonna be long. But we
No
wanna go
problem.
to the
No problem. I'll be there.
Instagram fam. But I thank you. Thank you so much for taking out the time to speak with us here at the Nikki Rich Show. Congratulations on all your success thus far. I'm excited to, see what's going to happen in the future, and even in 2025 I know it's going to be spectacular. But I
Thank you.
just thank you for being our featured guest today.
No problem. I appreciate you for having me on your show. It's a wonderful feeling, and I know we're
Mhm.
gonna keep on passing, passing
Yeah.
each other throughout the whole journey and everything. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be great to be able to get to the top of the mountain, and we all look back and say, oh wow, we reached, and now we can reach back and actually help the others to have a smoother sailing up that mountain than we had. So I appreciate your time, your energy, and everything else that comes with you, and keep on being a queen at the end of the day.
Thank you. And I'm stopping by the booth now when I
All right,
get.
we'll be there. We're expecting you to stop by the booth. We're gonna have cameras on deck.
Yes, I thank you again. Much love. See you on Instagram. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. See you guys.